Thanks a lot for joining us for this special Storm Tracker 2 weather alert, everybody. I'm Steve Dunn. Snow is starting to let up in some places as the storm system moves northward. But this afternoon and evening, we expect to see a mix of scattered showers, including snow, sleet, freezing rain, and even rain. Katu is on your side around the clock with live team coverage across the region. Christina Giardinelli has been out in Portland for hours this morning. Shelby Slaughter is in Clark County. Vasilia Varlamos is in Salem. We need to get right to Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Rhonda Shelby, who's been tracking this all morning long with the very latest forecast and the timeline for the next 24 hours. What do you see, Rhonda?
Let's talk about this, and we'll establish what has happened so far. We have a widespread 1 to 2 inches of snow on the ground. Some people got a little more, like Salem, for instance, and Eugene getting a combination of snow and freezing rain. If we take a look at all of the cameras around our area right now, from the Stoller family estate top left to the C-Train camera Vancouver on the library top right, one thing you'll notice right away, and even hear from the bank cam and the Touchmark cam, is temperatures have dropped into the 20s. Now, when I started work this morning, we were in the low 30s. So the snow has drop the temperature down to a point where I think we're going to stay a lot of the afternoon. I don't know that we'll see temperatures above 32 degrees all day today. Now, where's this batch of snow? It's heading northward, almost about to cross the Columbia River and go up into southwest Washington, even farther north. So I know you folks in southwest Washington are now just starting to catch up with us, because all of this started around Salem earlier today. The radar actually was out for a few hours, and we had to kind of guess where the moisture was. And obviously, it all came from south to north, just as we expected. It's snowing pretty hard right now in the Dalles, Troutdale, off through the east as well. Folks are reporting 1 to 2 inches of snow all the way across this I-84 corridor where you heard about the accident. So temperature-wise, we are going to stay pretty much locked in this, and especially when snow cover is involved, then you don't see temperatures rise much at all. It does affect your air temperature, so you're going to stay between about this temperature and 32 all day. Although Salem has been seeing temperatures between 32 and 33, the snow has completely ended down there, but now what we're looking for is a couple of things. The east wind, unfortunately, is going to continue. It has been absolutely blustery with wind chills down in the single digits, below zero, craziness. And you can see here that we still have pretty strong wind gusts that are really taking over a lot of our area west of I-5, which is surprising. You don't see that very often here. And then east of I-5 and east of I-205 is where we have our strongest gust out to Corbett and Troutdale, where the wind chill is down in around 10. So let's talk about the hour-by-hour snow forecast from here going forward. Notice how the model here between now and 6 p.m. does not print out any more snow south of us. It's north of us, because that whole batch is moving north. So you folks that are watching us from Vancouver northward, up and through the Coast Range, and also east into Hood River or into the Cascades, you have the chance of seeing another 1 to 3 inches of snow this afternoon, going into late tonight as well. You could see how most of the modeling here shows most of our heaviest snow will be in the highest elevations. Here's where I'm concerned. This model shows the possibility of freezing rain and where it may fall once our next batch of moisture comes through, which now looks like after about 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. tonight. It shows good portion of Portland all the way down to Salem, the pink there indicating that that could be a coating of ice. At this point, though, if you look at amounts, it doesn't look like a lot. It looks like about 1/10 of an inch or less. That's actually good news in these computer models. It means that we don't really anticipate a huge coating of ice, maybe some slipperiness going on by the time we get to morning with those temperatures below 32 degrees. But this is what concerns us and why we want you to know that maybe tomorrow morning could still be an issue. There is an ice storm warning that is in effect right now. Everything in the purple there's a real good chance we see a coating of ice by 4 o'clock in the morning is when that ends. And we are still under a winter storm warning until 10 a.m. in our part of the region, and that includes North Coast and really quite a bit of the Coast Range. So here's your winter weather timeline. We'll boil it down like this. Between now and 2 p.m., the snow you saw there moving north will move into Washington, and it will end here. I actually think right here in the metro area will be a pretty dry afternoon with just scattered showers or scattered sleet or snow or freezing rain. It could be a little bit of anything, but just on the scattered side. And then chance of light freezing rain after about 7 p.m. into midnight, and that means icy conditions in the morning, Steve. So that is where we are right now, where we're going. Hopefully, I've explained it in a way that you can understand that tonight is where we're really watching, because freezing rain is a completely different animal, you know.
You explained it very well, Rhonda. Great job forecasting this stuff. You and the entire K2 weather team as well. We'll be watching this in the hours to come for sure. Thank you, Rhonda, for that.